Γεια σας, καλημέρα. Με λένε Στάλο. There are two adjectives in Greek that quite a few people get confused about. Both native Greek speakers and learners of Greek. The two adjectives are αστείος and γελίος. Αστείος means funny, humorous. It has a positive meaning. While γελίος means ridiculous, laughable. It has a negative meaning. So, αστείος is a compliment. Γελίος is an insult. The etymology of αστείος is interesting. It comes from the word το άστι, which means the city. So the adjective αστείος originally referred to a person who lived in the city. People perceived such a person as someone who was cultured and witty and charming and who said cute and funny things. The etymology of γελίος is a little more mundane. It comes from the verb γελώ, which means to laugh. Let's look at some examples with αστείος. Το έργο ήταν αρκετά αστείο. The movie was quite funny. Η φίλη σου είναι πολύ αστεία. Your friend is very funny. Μου αρέσουν οι αστείοι άνθρωποι. I like funny people. And some examples with γελίος. Η παράσταση ήταν γελία. The performance was ridiculous. Ο τρόπος που σκέφτονται είναι γελίος. The way they think is ridiculous. Είσαι γελίος. You are ridiculous. Now, here is a little tricky part. Sometimes αστείος can be used in a negative way depending on the context and the tone of voice of the speaker. So when that happens, αστείος can mean the same as γελίος. But this is where we have to be really careful. Even though αστείος can mean γελίος sometimes, γελίος can never mean αστείος. Γελίος is always negative and always insulting. Let's look at a couple of examples of how we can use αστείος with a negative meaning. Μην είσαι αστείος. Don't be ridiculous. This is basically the same as saying μην είσαι γελίος. Don't be ridiculous. The difference between the two is that this one is a little bit softer than this one. This is more harsh, more insulting, more rude. Μην το πεις σε κανένα. Don't tell anyone. Αστείο πράγμα. That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous thing to say. Of course not. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Ευχαριστώ. Γεια σας.